And right now, there is no end in sight for the federal government shutdown that now enters a second day. This is a live look right now at the Capitol, where Congress has failed to reach a spending deal. And both sides are digging in their heels with what appears to be very little negotiation on the horizon.
Yeah, we have team coverage for you this morning. Bill Keller has a closer look at how this shutdown is affecting Minnesotans. But we start with Doug Luzader in Washington with the very latest developments from overnight. Good morning, Doug.
Good morning. Congress is not even voting today, so the chances of a final deal to end this shutdown are just about nil, and anger here is mounting. From Everglades National Park in Florida to the Liberty Bell in Philadelphia, now off limits. On Capitol Hill, tempers are flaring.
That is a lie. They are lying.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer angrily responding to Republican claims that Democrats are holding government funding hostage to provide health care for illegal immigrants.
They want to return all those ineligible people back to the rolls, and many of them are illegal aliens. That is a fact.
Democrats dispute that as they push to renew what were supposed to be temporary COVID-era subsidies for health care premiums.
So we're fighting to protect the health care of the American people, to strengthen it, and to stop Republicans from continuing to gut it in ways that they've been doing all year.
Well, I'd rather be us than them right now. So to me, I think we have a higher pain tolerance.
Republicans are prepared to wait this out as the White House moves ahead with spending cuts and possible government layoffs. Some moderates are trying to find an off-ramp.
The conversation we're having is just the beginning conversation about what a compromise could look like.
And there is at least some bipartisan optimism.
But I actually don't think it's going to be that long of a shutdown.
We're anticipating that this shutdown issue will be resolved well in advance of our next paycheck.
We'll see. The Senate is not expected to have any votes until Friday at the earliest, and the House will not be back until next week. Back to you guys.
All right, the time is ticking and continues to add up. Thank you, Doug.
Thank you, Doug. And now for a closer look at the local impact the shutdown's having right here at home. Bill Keller is in St. Paul with a reaction from our state lawmakers. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Chanu. Well, the partisan divide over health care funding is already leaving many Americans caught in the middle. As you heard, later this morning, Governor Tim Walz discussing how the shutdown will specifically be impacting Minnesotans. Already here in St. Paul, the lights are out and the doors are locked at the Mississippi River Visitor Center. Since that is part of the National Park Service, considered non-essential during the government shutdown, its employees are among the 750,000 government workers now furloughed across the country. Meanwhile, President Trump threatening to use the shutdown to permanently shrink the federal workforce. And experts say they don't see the shutdown ending anytime soon.
At some point, something propels them to actually back to the negotiating table. But here, I just don't see anything.
Yeah, Democrats are seeking a permanent extension of health care subsidies. That's something the Congressional Budget Office says would cost $358 billion over the next decade. The last shutdown, which started back in December 2018, that was in Trump's first term. It lasted 35 days, and according to the CBO, it was estimated to cost the country about $11 billion in lost productivity. Again, we'll hear more from the governor later this morning. Back to you guys.
All right, yes, so a lot to follow, and we will be on top of that announcement here later. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.